welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial based on this look here, and I did use the Huda Beauty palette today, which was kindly lended to me by Simran. Shout out to Simran, thank you so much for letting me borrow this. Make sure to go follow her and show her some love on her Instagram. I'll leave it somewhere here. She's my lovely friend and I love her so much. Thank you for letting me borrow this. And if I were to like review this in like 2 seconds, I would if I would say if this is worth £56, definitely. I've been contemplating to buy this palette so much because I really wanted it, but I kept seeing these reviews of people saying basically the matte shadows weren't pigmented enough and the textured ones were kind of going funny with a brush, when Huda Beauty herself did clearly say they go better on a finger. And even if you use Colourpop shadows, you automatically use your finger anyways, so that never bothered me. It's just that people were saying that the matte shadows weren't pigmented enough and like the palette itself wasn't that great, and I was just like, if I'm gonna pay £56 for a palette, it should be really good. But like when Simran bought this palette over yesterday, like seriously, I dipped my finger in it and went like that, and I was like, what are people talking about? It's really pigmented. Like if I just like dip my finger in this one, let's say, I just didn't even do much. Look at that. That's so pigmented. So this is definitely on my to buy list for next month. I am definitely going to buy it. It is a high-end price palette, and you are obviously paying for the quality and also the brand. Like, it's made by Huda Beauty, so I don't mind paying the price for this. I think it's so worth it. It's so pigmented, and I'm going to show you how to create this kind of cut crease pinky reddish kind of look. And I use the shade Flamingo as a blush as well, which is really pretty. Guys, I can't rave enough about this. I'm also going to talk about my giveaway that I'm holding on my Instagram quickly. Basically, I have been working on something really special for quite a bit now, and I can't wait to share it with you guys, but I can't yet. But what I've been doing is giving you guys some hints on what it may be. So a lot of you have been reposting, like, thank you so much for like participating and entering the giveaway, and I love all you guys' guesses. But basically all you have to do is repost any of my hint pictures and say what your guess is. Use the hashtag Anushka Surprise, and you're gonna and the winner's gonna win $100 worth of like Sephora samples, Ulta beauty products, US drugstore beauty products, and there's a lot of stuff, and I will be posting all the stuff, or I'll leave a picture here if you guys want to quickly see what it is. Right here, you're gonna win all that, and it's just like a fun game to kind of, you know, spice it up a bit. I'm just really excited that I've managed to create my own brand and work on it, and it's definitely something that I 100% believe in, and I'm just so excited to like share it with you guys, and it's coming so soon. The reveal video is on the March 8th, and I will be revealing the winner's name in that video as well. I'm just going to jump straight into this tutorial. I hope you guys will like it. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. So I already have my brows done, and I'm going to first start off by priming my eyelids with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and it's in the shade Medium Dark Warm, and I'm just going to buff this in with my beauty blender. Now onto the palette, I'm going to use the shade Bay just to set that concealer in place, and this will really make blending much easier. The next shade I'm grabbing is Sandalwood. It's just a really nice taupey brown kind of shade, and this is going to be my transition color. And just take your time blending this. It has to be really smooth, and make sure there's no harsh lines, so I took my time in blending this. Next I'm going to be taking the shade Henna, and this will be in the crease, so not as high up as Sandalwood, but just more in the crease and the outer V corner. And as you can see, I really love the pigmentation of these shadows. Next up, I'm grabbing the shade Coco, which is one of my favorite colors out of the palette, and I am just buffing this really mostly on the outer V corner of the lid. And as you can see, there's so many brushes in my hands. I did use quite a few just to make sure that everything was nicely blended. Here I'm now creating like a cut crease, but only 3/4 of the eye, if that makes any sense. So I put the concealer on 3/4 of the lid, and I used a really thin brush just to make sure that the line was really neat, and then I used Bay again just to set that concealer in place. So now I'm going to be using the shade Angelic with my finger, which is such a pretty duochrome kind of shade. It's like a mixture of a pink and a gold, and I'm just putting this wherever I put the concealer just to make it really stand out. Now onto liner, I'm using the NYC Liquid eyeliner in black. I heard that this is going to be discontinued, so I definitely need to stock up on this because it's one of my favourite eyeliners. I literally use this in most of my tutorials. But I definitely need some more practicing on eyeliner because seriously, my eyeliner game has not been that great lately. Once I was done with the liner, I did grab a makeup wipe just to clean up the edges, and it took away all the excess shadow and just made it really sharp on the edge. I did also curl my lashes, and for mascara, as usual, you know the drill guys, seriously, I always use this mascara. It's the Maybelline Lash Sensational, and I always use the one in Intense Black. Now onto skincare, I'm using this Nip&Fab Dragon Fix Blood, I think that's what it's called. It's the red one, and it's the shot version, and I was just trying to make like red tears or something. I don't know what I was doing, but I really like it. And now I am using the Garnier Moisture Bomb. It's my first time using it, and I actually really like it, and I love the fact that there's SPF in it. Like seriously, it's so good. Definitely recommend it, but I need to use it more to really see how it actually works on the skin. For foundation, I'm using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation stick in Y445, and I also did forget to colour correct. I'm using the MAC Conceal Correct Duo in orange and ochre, but I used the ochre side, the yellow side, to colour correct around my mouth area. And then I just went on to just blending the foundation. I did kind of do like 2 layers just to give it nice like medium to full coverage, and I really love this little tiny chubby brush that I got from eBay. It was like $1.99 or something. It does come from China and it takes ages to come, but I really like it just to like blend out my stick foundations whenever I use them. And for concealer, I am using the Decay one again. I haven't used this quite a lot lately. I've just been stuck on the Tarte Shape Tape. But to be honest, the Tarte one has much more coverage, I feel like, but then the Urban Decay one is a bit more hydrating. Like, they're just good in their own ways, and I definitely recommend to have both in your collection. They're just so good. To set the concealer in place, I'm using the Ben Nye Banana powder as usual, and I'm not really baking, I'm just literally setting it in place, and also did set around my mouth area as well. For bronzer, I'm using the Bobbi Brown Bronzer in Deep, and just buffing this onto my cheeks, my neck, just to add a bit colour to my skin really. For highlighter, I'm using the Makeup Revolution Strobing Highlighter, I think that's what it's called, in the shade Gold Addict, and just place that on the highest points on my face. I did also put some of Henna and Coco from the Huda Beauty palette on my lower lash line. And then I just went in with some mascara. I also did use the Maybelline, I think it's the Big Eyes Duo kind of pencil. Everything will be linked in the info box as always, guys. And I'm just using the black side to really kind of darken the lash line. And then for lips, I thought I'll use something Huda Beauty as well. So I'm using Trendsetter, and this was from the Brown Edition mini set that I got. I really love Trendsetter, like it's one of the shades that I wear a lot, like on a daily kind of thing. And then I did take Flamingo, and I used this as a blush. I kind of tapped it in my hand just to remove any excess, and then just lightly kind of brushed this on my cheeks, and it's so pretty. Like, I really like it, and I know that I'm gonna have this palette soon. That's the end of this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to enter my giveaway on Instagram. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye!